Sit back and throw one back with your pinky in the air and a middle finger to the world, and join me, the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, as we look back on this day in pro wrestling history. But before we do, put that drink down, like, share, and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get our wrestling history on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is August 2nd, and we're going to start off as we always do on a positive note. That's right, these are your pro wrestling birthdays. 1963, the luchador known as El Hijo del Santo. 1975, former WCW enhancement talent, Blitzkrieg. And last but not least, 1997, current WWE talent, Austin Theory. And we're going to keep that positivity train a-rolling. That's right, these are your pro wrestling history highlights for August 2nd. Jumping in the Wayback Machine and going to 1962. Almost a year before their famous WWF World Title match, Bruno Sammartino defeats Buddy Rogers for the NWA World Heavyweight title in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. However, Sammartino refused to accept the championship since Rogers was injured, and the title remained with Rogers. Moving to 1975, Jose Riviera and Ciclone defeat Pierre and Michael Martel in Puerto Rico for the WWC North American Tag Team titles. 2 years later in 1977, Antonio Inoki defeats kickboxer Eddie Everett in Tokyo, Japan at the Budokan Hall in a 5-round wrestler versus kickboxer match via knockout. Grabbing my boombox and going to the 80s, 1985, Harley Race defeats Jerry Blackwell in St. Louis, Missouri for the NWA Missouri Heavyweight title. This marked the record-setting 7th and final Missouri title run for Race with that belt. He would vacate that belt when Jim Crockett Promotions purchased the Missouri territory. Grabbing my flannel and going to the decade of grunge, 1992, Ron Simmons defeats Big Van Vader in Baltimore, Maryland to win the WCW Heavyweight title. 1996, Guerrero de la Muerte defeats Mascara Magica in Mexico City, Mexico to win the CMLL World Welterweight title. And last but not least, 1998, ECW holds their Heatwave pay-per-view in Dayton, Ohio. ECW World Champion Shane Douglas, out with an arm injury, did color commentary with Joey Styles. In the main event, Tommy Dreamer, The Sandman, and Spike Dudley defeated Bubba Ray, Devon, and Big Dick Dudley. Those were your short but sweet pro wrestling history highlights for August 2nd. I'm the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, and we'll see you tomorrow.